Hello and welcome back. It's Anne here and we're continuing the little way of Lent. Now, yesterday you had a challenge. Did you complete it or did you forget? Never mind. The thing about this challenge is it is a prayer that you'll be able to say every day for the rest of your life. It's a prayer that millions of Christians around the world know and love. It is, of course, the Our Father. Today's Gospel is from Luke. And in this particular story, Jesus is addressing the crowd who are following him. Now this crowd are not quite sure yet about what they believe. So he tells the story of Jona and the whale. You know that story, don't you? About Jona, who was disobedient, who was a reluctant prophet, who didn't want to go and tell the people of Nineveh that they were turning their backs on God. So that's why Jona was gobbled up and spent 3 days in the belly of the whale, where it was dark and spooky and gloomy, and he had time to think about his disobedience. Jona learned his lesson, and he went to the people of Nineveh, and they turned back to God. Jesus tells this story so that the people of his time who have turned away from God understand that this is a very important lesson. He is trying to shake them up, change their attitude, make them better again. It's very important that the people listen. Tell me, are you listening? So, as you know, obedience is very important. We must obey our parents. We must obey our teachers. We must obey the law and the civic authorities. We must obey the church, but most importantly, we must obey God. So the challenge is all about obedience. But it's something you can do quite easily. What I'd like you to do is to go up to mum or dad or someone that you care about deeply. And I want you to say to them, I love you with all your heart. And with that I love you, built into that I love you, is the promise of obedience next time you are told to do something. If you learn the habit of obedience to God, to mum and dad, to teachers, to those who care, protect and look after you, you will do well in your young life and you will be a child of God. Can you do it? Let's find out.